I have this thing where I'm kind of, my upper body kind of goes towards the target in my backswing, and from that way, I need to do the opposite in the downswing. So I try to keep myself and rotate a little bit more, keep my head that way. Feels like it's away from the target, which it really isn't. And I can load a little bit better and shift the weight more on my left side.
Balancing it all out.
Rotate a little bit more.
Staying centered and complete in the backswing.
How hard I rotate. Get back to the fundamentals.
Ludvig Åberg arrived on the PGA Tour and immediately turned heads. Blessed with power, balance, touch, and control, the 6'3" Swede appears to have every tool required to ascend to the very top of the game. And as the mighty Thor wielded his hammer as a weapon, Lud uses his golf clubs to vanquish his competition. He's a tall man, Åberg, and you can see at address he does a beautiful job of just bending ever so slightly out of these hips over here. And the beauty is he retains his height at address. There's never any drooping over the ball in an effort to create some sort of hip flexion here through address. He just looks athletic, yet relaxed. He looks primed to go. The key move here, and this is something to remember, notice just how that right elbow just ever so slightly bent. Pay attention to that. Keep that in the back of your mind, because you are going to see that again. So as he begins away, Ludvig spends a lot of time rehearsing the first few feet of the golf swing, almost to where the club shaft is parallel with the ground. And there he has nailed what he always does. He attempts to match the club face alignment with the angle of his spine. Also, too, he tries to keep that club face just a whisker outside of his hands, just like that, because that whole situation sets him up for the top of his backswing. Now the completion of the swing is nothing really more than him rotating that upper body against the resistance of his torso. Now pay attention to the magic that's happening up here. There is Ludvig at the top of the swing. Notice the wrist alignments. That glove wrist is just a little extended, cupped. The modern day player is a little more straight wrist, even flexed where the wrist is more bowed. But Ludvig does that because that situation with his stronger left-hand grip allows him to keep the club face from not getting too closed at the top. Suffice to say, he looks absolutely gorgeous up here. And now watch into transition. You'll see the lower body lead, the chest stays close to the golf ball, and on the way down there, absolutely nails contact. And remember that right elbow? Look, it's almost in exactly the same place. Bent underneath, ready to throw a power punch through this golf ball and deliver that golf club down the target line. Watch the elbow now extend as the club accelerates into the follow through. Look at that, full extension, releasing the club face. Feet give way some, but he's still beautifully in his spine angles. But look at the full release. There is no holding back. Åberg has just absolutely bashed another drive right down the middle. Yet all the same now, with that beautiful balance, with a relaxed body position, he's going to swing through into a balanced, poised follow-through as he watches another tee shot sail some 315 yards or more down the heart of the fairway.
Yeah, here we go, guys.
Hang on.
Well, he's kept it left center. That's miles down there.
319 in the air, Billy.
Yeah, brilliant. And the tee shot for Åberg.
Just over 300 yards to cover that bunker down the left. Should be no problem with his speed.
Yeah, did it easily. Full send.
Oh yeah, this is launch mode.
Wow.
That is really good.
This man is a cut machine early in his PGA Tour career.
Just your standard little 181 mile an hour feather cut out there.
It's a 181 fairway finder.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Ludvig can absolutely smash the golf ball off the tee, and he's tremendously accurate as well. And I want to show you a few things at address that he does that sets this up. First off, he's built a very, very powerful base. You can see there the insteps of the feet wider than the shoulders. Notice how the spine is tilted just ever so slightly away from the target. That's essentially setting up what's a launching pad for him. I love this too. See how the feet are just turned outward just a touch. That's to enable a little extra body rotation. But the key here is the way he holds the golf club. Watch how that left hand, that glove hand, looks very strong or turned over the top of the golf club. Now though, here's the magic move. Watch how the Swede plays around that strong left hand grip. So as he starts away, ball position forward, eyes behind the golf ball, all very simple. Notice the slight bump off to the right hand side in the hips. Now right over here, he's not contriving those wrist conditions or anything. He's just allowing that situation to continue to move all the way to the top as he just begins to wind up the torso all the way to the top of the swing. Again, the absence of the hip rotation over there, but he has fully turned that upper body. Tremendous flexibility, tremendous power. Look here at the situation down through the legs. See how the legs are loaded, they're right underneath him. Nothing flimsy down there. That's a beautifully stable base for what is a very powerful golf swing. One more thing. I absolutely love radius in a golf swing. And you see how that left arm is stretched away from him and the club looks like it's hanging down to the right side of his body. That is plenty of width for him to get the arms back down in front and present a very square club face to the golf ball. So into transition. See how the low body moves forward. He basically recenters. Notice how the eye line is in behind the golf ball. That is gorgeous. Right here, one more time though. See that wrist condition? It is very much the same as what it was at address. Now's when the magic starts to happen. He continues to open up the torso. The left side straightens up, and look at this. Remember where those hands were at address? Well, they're almost right back where they began, and the only thing that changed really was how the lower body moved a little bit, the hips unwound, the eyes are still behind the golf ball. He has got all the pressure back in that forward leg. He's plugged into the ground, and one more thing. See the tilting in the spine? He's created that launching angle to catch the ball on the upswing and really smash one. So from there, the eyes stay back, the left foot gives way. There's that tremendous extension in the arms. That is a full-blooded release. And pay attention to this too. Just to support him on the way through, watch that front foot. He'll continue to follow through and watch how the front foot continues to move, actually kicking up some dirt there as he swings through to that powerful, balanced follow-through. It is majestic to watch Ludvig Åberg at full flight with a driver.
Åberg now on the tee at 17.
As you said, no wind whatsoever here for Ludvig. 171. This is another great-looking shot.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
Makes it.
Just 151 from the left-hand side of the fairway. You cannot miss left here. Good-looking shot. Oh, my. What a play there by Ludvig.
Just a year ago, he won the Jack Nicklaus Award. And he's what you call a flusher. This one, it's right out of the middle. No question, that is the best shot there today.
Another beautiful day, and this guy's having another good round. Ludvig Åberg. Out on another good swing at 17. 186 yards to the hole.
Top the hill at 3. Ludvig Åberg.
A little bit of guesswork so far downhill. Just 140 yards, playing like 124. Great shot.
Great shot.
Here's Lud with about a 7-iron in the hand. He's on a par 3 at the Players' Championship. And this 13th play is about 185 yards or so. So just a comfy 7-iron for the tall Swede. Now watch first thing over here. The one thing that he really knows a lot about is the ball flight dynamics and how to move ball flight around the place. In fact, when he went off to high school, they spent one whole year at the Swedish Academy learning about face alignment, swing path, angle of attack, all that sort of stuff. So that line I've drawn there is to illustrate how the ball is moved back into the middle of his stance just a little bit more. When he does that, it's to flight the ball down a whisker, but to also move it from right to left. He ordinarily goes to a fade shot, so with the ball back, he's planning to hit some little baby draw into perhaps a left hole location. So at address, very centered over the golf ball. You can see just a slight tilt to the right-hand side, but basically the eye line between the feet looking in good shape. The start away from the golf ball as simple as ever. What you'll see is slightest of bumps in the hips to the right-hand side as he moves away, going in that direction right there. The arms extend away, and now watch how the left shoulder turns underneath the chin. And at the top of the swing, that centered look of his is still very much intact. Spoke about the strong legs earlier. Look at those legs underneath him. No breakdown, no soupiness whatsoever. That's a very sound base. There's that wide arm swing to the top. And once again, notice how he plays with that grip of his, how the wrist condition is very much the same, and he has that club face at the top in a tremendous situation. Now, as we transfer down, watch the hips move to the left-hand side a little bit. Pressure move to the forward leg. We've talked about this, but it's so important because the hands and the wrists and the forearms are almost the GPS for the golf swing, and they control the club face. See the wrist conditions the same, and that club face is on the money. Here we go from here. Now he drives down to the golf ball. That right elbow is to the side and extends. And look at that. If you want to screenshot this and make it your wallpaper to hit better iron shots, do so. You'll be doing yourself a favor if you practice this. See how the pressure's down through the forward leg. Look how the hips are a little more open than the chest are. Very importantly, look how the arms are right back down in front of the body. And here it is once again. You see how he's recreated that situation in the hands that it was at address, so that club face is right on the money. Now here's the beauty. Look how the club face here is just slightly above the golf ball. Watch how from here as his right elbow, the elbow right here, straightens through the golf ball, you're going to see the club face traveling downwards and colliding with the turf just a few inches beyond the golf ball. So let's do this. We'll do it once or twice. See how the arms extend. Watch how the divot happens after contact. We'll show you again. Club above the ground, contact, divot happens there. See, that's a good 2 inches beyond the golf ball. If we take him a little further, watch as the club shaft lines up with the right forearm on the through swing, right about there. You notice how he creates what's almost a straight line from the right forearm, his strong arm, he's right-handed, with the club shaft. That is a beautiful release of the golf club with the base of the arc, the angle of attack completely appropriate. From there now, it's as simple as allowing the momentum of the club to swing you up to the follow-through. That left foot turns out of the way, the eye line, the shoulders, the chest get pulled up by the momentum of the club. He's balanced once again. It's like a symphony, this guy with an iron in his hand. And when he strikes it, they flush because he understands face alignment, swing path, angle of attack, and of course the speed at which the golf club's going. Ludvig Åberg is a superstar. Watch this space. There's a whole lot more to come.
This is third. And Mike, this is the most difficult hole location to get back to. Well, unless you're Åberg. Jeez.
Ludvig just 2 shots back.
That layup left him 141. This is a little long, little right.
But very good.
And Åberg now his second shot here at 9.
That was from 131 after a massive tee shot by Ludvig.
Another good shot.
What a 150 shot. Looks great. He's up.
Oh, it is great.
And just another fine young gun, Åberg. And another one firing right at it.